Okay, here's going to be a real short version of a review on this and what my thoughts on it from shooting. I have about a 15.5 minute long video, but since I don't qualify for the longer videos yet, that kind of got the kibosh put on it. Also, I had a bunch of information about my AK that I was shooting out there as well. Anyhow, short version. Okay, took this out today. You saw the video. Shoots okay. When I first got this gun out there, took the magazine, loaded it up, tried putting it in there, which just loading the magazine in this gun kind of sucks anyway. It's really tight. You got to kind of put it in base first, rotate it around till you get the frontal lock, then give it a quick smack and it goes in. I realize this gun's not intended to be, or was originally intended to be used with a stripper clip, but still, I'd really prefer if the magazine were a little easier to get in and out. I'll have to go to that website that you mentioned, Mike, Mag40 or whatever it was. I've got it written down. Anyhow, first time I tried to load this thing, had the magazine all loaded, put 10 rounds in it, couldn't even get the magazine to seat in there. I got it kind of sort of worked, managed to get the magazine partially loaded, pulled the charging handle back, or whatever, the bolt carrier, whatever it's called on this gun, pulled it back, and with working it, managed to got the first round of chamber, sort of, and managed to get this thing seated, but the magazine would not seat with 10 rounds in it as it sat. Then, first round, got it all the way in, pull the trigger, click. Manually cycled it, got the round out of there. Didn't even look like the bolt, didn't even look like the firing pin had hit. Manually cycled it, got the second, like I said, got the second round in there, pulled the trigger, click, same damn thing. Looked at the round. That one definitely had a dimple in it, but clearly not enough. Now, just so you know, I'm running Federal ammo, 150 grain, the Federal American Eagle, so the cheap crap. But it wasn't a fully dimpled. It wasn't a bad round, because when I ended up running it a little bit afterwards, it fired just fine. Third round, pushed it all the way into battery. It fired. Wouldn't, the magazine or the bolt didn't go all the way into battery after that. It pulled forward, wouldn't go all the way into battery. Gave it a hit, fired it. After, I think it was probably 4 or 5 rounds altogether, finally the thing started firing okay. And after that, didn't have another problem with it. Yeah, I did what a lot of idiots do. I did not totally do a strip down clean on it. I just took it out to the range as it was. Put that in perspective, though, when I did wipe out the chamber and all in the whole section here, and there was still carbon, so this gun had been fired in that condition from the factory. Now, once I got it cycling, it ran flawlessly other than that. Like I said, the magazine's a little snug, and it's getting better as I run it several times, and also as I get better just operating it, it gets a little bit better. These are the steel targets you saw me shooting. These are 12-inch targets. I was shooting it out at 100 yards. What should be kind of obvious is that all the hits are in the bottom half. As I think I mentioned in the video, I was operating it at 0 clicks at 50 yards, and then 2 clicks for 100. Probably could have used a third click. Clearly, most of the shooting was, operator error, but not having it properly dialed in or sighted in probably didn't help either. Anyway, you'll notice I've got the OD green polymer stock on this. Originally, I was going to get the walnut, but I decided I'd save the $100 and also save myself the grief in that I want to be able to go out and shoot this damn thing. I don't want to sit there and worry, oh, I'm going to fuck up the stock or anything like that. I just want to go out and shoot it. I mean, I'm not sure what this is from, probably from laying, when it was laying down. I don't know if it's clear here or not, but you can see a lot inside of the ramp going into the chamber. There's a lot of loose brass shaving, so I clearly have a lot of cleaning to do. But I'll worry about that later today. And anyhow, overall it shot pretty well. This was I've never shot a gun prior to this that didn't have or that had this type of peep sight. So that is going to take a lot of getting used to. One of the things I've thought about doing is putting a yellow or high visibility dot right up at the top, and possibly putting some black around on these on the edges, and then maybe some yellow on the corners where I shouldn't be seeing. Just make it a little easier to get the proper sight picture. But as you saw, I mean, for first day shooting this thing, not really having a good handle on the sighting picture on it, and not having a good handle on where it needed to be sighted in at 100 yards, I'm reasonably happy with it. Actually, I'm pretty damn happy with it. And also considering the fact that this is only like the third or fourth time I've ever done prone shooting, and I don't know, it didn't really look like you could see it in the video, but by the end of those, the 10 rounds with the AK and 10 rounds with this, my arms were shaking a bit, so I was having a hard time, you know, getting a steady shot. So clearly the AK is actually dialed in a little bit better, but that's because I've had that gun now for 12 years. And to top it off, it's also got a red dot, and I just had a trigger job done on it by Jim Fuller over at Rifle Dynamics up in Las Vegas. Great place to get your work done. Absolutely fantastic people to work with, but that gun was sitting in the shop for 10 months. So that is what it is. That's actually worth doing a video for, but anyhow. The results kind of speak for themselves. The gun shoots pretty well. The operator needs to get a little bit better at it still. Anyway, like, these are the 308 shots. That's an AK round. I don't know if you paid any attention to it, but these are the real deep ones. Actually, that's a real deep one going almost all the way through. Those are 338 Lapua Magnum rounds, and some of the real shallow ones like that are 223s. 55 or 60 grain, I can't remember, but yeah, I'm real happy with the gun. Love the way it feels, love the way it shoots. Just getting some of the ergonomics and getting used to the firearm as a whole. Just a little point that I was completely unaware of. It's on I mentioned this in the longer video. There's a little detent here. It's got a screwdriver slot, and it's detented to rotate 90 degrees. You can actually rotate it all the way around. Evidently, this is a gas port control. If you have it in the horizontal position like it is, the gun will fire normally like a normal semi-automatic. You put it where it's vertically, and I believe it shuts off the gas tube so that all the gas pressure goes out the muzzle, because evidently this has it's set up for the World War II style grenade launcher. Yeah, who knew? But clearly with this, you know, the polymer stock, it does not have the spot in the back for the tool, but this is the gas clean out area. I think it's a 7/16 socket will work on it, or box end wrench, so I'm not too worried about it. I put 80 rounds through it today, and aside from those first hiccups on the first 3, 4, 5 rounds, whatever it was, it actually went pretty well. Now I just need to work on, you know, cleaning this up a little bit. I know you just popped it. I've actually taken the barrel out of or I've removed the stock already once, so it's not too bad. Just having taken a little bit of work to get used to it. But anyways, Mike, I appreciate all your help on this. I'll get this uploaded, and maybe at some point, if I get more a longer upload approval or whatever, I'll do that. But anyhow, thanks a bunch, guys. Later.